National Program Invitational has been electric. More triple-digit velos in a NASCAR track at the plate. Head-turning spin like a political campaign and enough heat to make the radar guns nervous. And we are far from done as we welcome you back to LakePoint Sports. I'm Cory McCartney, and we are back for another watch party. USA Prime Aces National versus South Charlotte Panthers 2027. We've also got top-tier Roos American against Twin Cities Baseball Club from the 16U division. Both of those games expected to get started at around 10:30 a.m. I'll be joined by Shooter Hunt, Avery Hunt, and Jack McCartney. As I mentioned, NPI 2026 has been epic, and one of the best moments came during Thursday's watch party, coming off the bat of Ohio State commit Noah Getke for Indiana Bulls. Bases loaded in a game in which they trailed 5-0, and we're going to let Noah take it from there. First pitch, 101 off the bat. Noah Getke all the way back.
Oh my
and
God.
That is OHIO. You cannot believe it. Noah Getke, grand slam home run, walks it off for Indiana Bulls. That was unreal. 101 off the bat. Noah Getke had an unforgettable moment to kick things off for the NPI for Indiana Bulls, and my man owned that moment. Look at this. Walk-off celebration, man, it gets no better than that. Tap that base, and man, what do you even say? That was unbelievable. And you talk about right guy at the right moment. It can get no better than that. We got Noah Getke, our player of the game, to start off our NPI watch party. Grand slam home run, Indiana Bulls, 7-5 winners, man, over a gigantic moment for you, gigantic win for this team. You guys trailed 5-0. In this game. What was the vibe like in the dugout with you guys trailing like that after 3 innings?
Yeah, I mean, we had some tough breaks in the beginning of the ball game, and we're just relentless up there. It's our last summer. We're just gonna go out there, have fun. A lot of our guys are committed, so we're just playing for each other, playing for the Lord, man, and just playing for each other for sure.
I love that. 3 for 4 for you, but all of it, obviously, that gigantic big moment. I wanted to bring this thing up because you got to take me inside this thing. You get an 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball, 101 off the bat. When did you know this thing was gone?
Oh, man, right off the bat, it kind of hung a slider there, and I just knew going into that bat. I faced him my third at bat, just missed on a slider to center field, and, man, he just left it over the middle of the plate, and, I just got the bat. I got the ball on the bat, and, yeah, man, I kind of just let it fly. I knew I got it on the barrel, and that's all she wrote.
So James Roeder with the RBI triple, then the hit by pitch, a walk sets the stage for you. When you get in a moment like that, you've got that kind of opportunity. What's going through your head when you step to the plate in times like that?
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm just playing for the Lord. I'm playing for my teammates up there. It's our last summer. I just want to go out with a bang, have some fun out there. I have my approach. Obviously I'm hunting heater there. I know this guy liked his slider, so I'm like, hey, if I see it, I think I'm a good enough hitter to react to it and, send it out to any part of the ballpark. So, I got it, and I didn't miss it. So it's huge. Can't miss pitches.
What a great moment with Noah, and certainly happy we got to share that with him. Also in action here during NPI, one of the top arms in the class of 2029, Georgia's Hudson Purcell, the Georgia Jackets, and Wesley, a right-hander, join me here in studio to talk about winning a state title, his pitch grips, and much more. What did you learn about yourself and the arm talent and what you're capable of across not only the freshman season, but in some really big games and some really big moments?
I think I learned, that I'm able just to attack anybody with the fastball and just get ahead, and that my run on it just lets it play against anyone, no matter how good they are.
Was there a moment during the freshman season where you're like, okay, this stuff works, I can do this at this level?
Probably my first outing, I think it was only 16 pitches, 2 innings, just all ground outs just with the fastball and just beating kids with the fastball. 2-seam, I'm just right on the seams and just letting it rip. That's the only thought there. 4-seam, just let it rip. Slider, same as the 4-seam grip almost, just fingers together and just rip it out in front and just turn. And then change up, just really getting it out in front and making sure that I get down the mound with it and rip it.
All right, every pitcher's got that thing, that pitch maybe they're playing around with in bullpens. Maybe they get to the point they can put it in the game. Mm-hmm. Do you have something? Is there one you've been kind of tinkering with, playing with, and thinking maybe at some point I can roll this out?
I've been trying just a cutter. It's like in between slider and that two seam. It's a little more firm. I mean, I've been trying it out, but it's getting there.
Number 17. What's more disrespectful, a bat flip or a punch-out celebration?
I'd probably say punch-out celebration, because a bat flip, you deserve to get bat flipped on if you go up a home run. I mean, if it goes way out, I mean, hitting's way harder, I think. So if you punch out, I feel like you're not really needed.
All right, number 77. What's the weirdest dugout conversation you've ever heard?
Probably people talking about other teammates' sisters. Definitely.
Do you have a sister?
I do.
Did they talk about your sister?
They do.
Yeah. I'm not going to ask you what they say. That's not suitable for work. All right, number 90. What's the weirdest thing in your baseball bag right now?
I don't know. Probably just like water bottles from years ago. I mean, just like probably from so long ago, and just pine tar everywhere in the bag.
Yeah, just as long as you don't leave like the old energy drinks and stuff in there. That's when it gets a little good. Yeah, that gets disgusting. We are inching closer to first pitch in today's featured matchups. USA Prime Aces National against South Charlotte Panthers, top-tier Roos-American, taking on Twin Cities Baseball Club. Let's take a look at our starting lineups presented by the Windscreen Factory. Top-tier Roos leading off with Jesse Bentley, then it's Gigi Woos, Fletcher King, Declan Reedy, Gavin McCaffrey, Micah Siegler, Aiden Sorano, Marshall Petrie, James Shockery, Logan Callahan, Joey Barber, and Adam Reeves. The righty will be on the mound. Twin Cities Baseball Club leading off with Jackson Knapp, then it's Hudson Brown, Braylon Hubbard, Hayes Herring, J.J. Thompson, Ace Ferrend, Luke Couch, Kaysen Berger, Cade Connor, Mac Heidelberg, and they'll have the big right-hander Matthew Hernandez on the mound. I cannot wait to see him in action. Meanwhile, for USA Prime Aces National, leading off with a Prep Baseball All-American here, and Lash Henderson in center field, followed by Colton Clark, Cooper McGowan, Gavin Myers, Reddick Lawless, Boston Hanna, Hudson Smith, Hunter Mishak, Will Carter, and Cale Shellen at the righty on the mound. For them, South Charlotte Panthers leading off with one of the top players in the nation in the class of 2027, Jacob Seaman. He's followed by Kellen Rogers, Wyatt Little, Tanner Williams, Brody Bannon, Brody Morris, Rome DiRenzo, Jackson Myers, Gabe Diebler, and the lefty Caleb Wren on the mound for the Panthers. We'll take a break here in studio. We are getting that much closer to first pitch in these two featured matchups from the 2026 National Program Invitational.
At First Form, we help real people earn real long-term results. It doesn't matter if you're working out at home, you just started in the gym, or you're competing in the largest arenas around the world. Our full line of nutritional supplements are second to none and designed to fuel your journey every step of the way. With our industry-leading 110% money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Visit firstform.com today and let us help you reach your goals.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We promised a watch party, but for now it's going to be top-tier Roos American Twin Cities Baseball Club until USA Prime Aces National and South Charlotte Panthers get started. Cory, McCartney, Avery Hunt with you. And Avery, I am super stoked to see this pitcher on the mound here for Twin Cities Baseball. Matthew Hernandez, 5th-ranked righty in Texas, 14th overall. He's number 16 at the position nationally. Fastball around 93 miles an hour. He's got a slider, 81, 83, changeup, 83 to 85. It's good to have you back in here. You took a day off yesterday.
Yeah, with shooter hunts on campus. He, he tends to have more aura, I guess, than I do. So we let him, let the one and only, get in here.
Shooter will be on later. He wants to get eyes on Matthew Hernandez, which is an interesting proposition because Hernandez has never played in a prep baseball event. So this is a big opportunity for the powers that be to get a real good look at one of the top righties in the state of Texas. And he's got Jesse Bentley at the plate right here for top-tier Roos, to be followed by J.J. Woos and Fletcher King. 1-2 here from Hernandez. Misses, runs it even.
I'll call.
Hernandez, 6'3", 200 pounds, come out of Pashal High School. Swing, miss, 92.8, and takes him down for strike one, out one. Oh, some good-looking stuff there from Hernandez. Got some good run on that fastball.
Roll out the first hitter of the day. It's ho-hum 93.
Well, we have him topping out at 93, so he's right there. Now he's got J.J. Woos. J.J. Woos, Bob Jones High School, first pitch swinging. That one's on its way into left field, and that one is trekking Woos all the way into second. He's going to hold there. Got himself a one-out double. Velo meets Velo. 92 out of the hands, 93 off the bat.
Really good approach there, right? With a guy with the stuff that Hernandez has. Like, hey, let's roll out and let's hunt a fastball early. Let's not get into the secondary stuff. Let's hunt the fastball early in the account and got something he can handle, and stayed on it and drove it to left field for a double. So,
well, Gigi had a exit velo of 90, so he actually checked up his own velo there. So Fletcher King's turn with runner at second. Misses low at 92. King out of IMG Academy, 81st ranked player in the state of Florida. This guy's got EVs north of 102, bat speed of nearly 90. This kid can hit. Hernandez, big breath, fires, misses high. That one gets away from the catcher. Woos going to take away third, and now 90 feet away from first run here for top tier. And you get an arm like this, you get an early lead, man, you talk about the good feelings going around that top tier dugout.
Absolutely. Kind of gives a boost if you can get out and score early against a top tier arm like this is, and not top tier. Didn't mean to drop that in there, but get a lead early.
.30 count here to King. Declan Reedy in the on-deck circle. Runner at third, one down. Waiting on our second game with USA Prime Aces National South Charlotte Panthers to get rolling. Right down the middle for strike one at 92. So I know I talked to you about it a couple days ago, that game 82-0. Missy's going to issue a walk there to King till to have him at the corners. I had to play that with Jason Kidd yesterday, and he was so into it.
Hey, did he use himself?
He did not. So his first team that he got, was the 2010 Charlotte Hornets, and so he picked Kemba Walker as his point guard.
That's pretty good.
And I said, that means you can't have yourself now. And he goes, well, I'll just come off the bench.
Yeah. I think if your backcourt, the 6-man off the bench is Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
Probably in a pretty good spot.
That's right.
What the question is, what was his record?
He had 51 wins. He was 51-31. And he goes, 51 wins, you keep your job.
He's a top 4 seed in the East.
That's right. Well, he was happy with it, even though he did not make a real run at going 82-0. But he was a good sport about it. He really got into it. We got done, and he was like, what was that website again? So, he's probably been up all night. Maybe if he did get perfection, he'll pop in and tell me about it. Missed 2-0 and go out there and have a word with him.
I haven't dabbled in the 82-0.
I think you'd like it. It's pretty fun.
I'm sure I would. It's one of those things that I feel like it could consume.
Yeah.
Consume a lot of my day. And
well, my second attempt, I went 79-3. So I feel like at this point, like I'm probably not going to do any better than this. You going to do it right now?
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. 82.
82-0.
82-0 game.
Yep.
Okay. Each round. Okay.
2-0. That one's going to be in play. Third base has it. Cuts, throws over to first. Productive out, though, as Gigi Woos crosses the plate. Top tier up now 1-0.
Atlanta in the 60s.
So you hit spin, and then you get your first crack at it. So then you got to pick one of these guys to put together your top 5, or your starting 5.
Hand up. I don't know many guys that played for Milwaukee in the 60s. We have Flynn Robinson.
There you go.
Let him play the point.
Gavin McCaffrey's turn here at the plate. Still traffic on the base pass. Short has it. Throws. I'll bring it into the inning. Top tier has struck, though. They lead 1-0 against big right-hander Matthew Hernandez and Twin Cities. Word has it we're getting close to start time here over on the other game. But we're going to take a break in studio while we have a chance. We'll be back with more. You're watching our NPI Watch Party.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
We are back. Now we are in full watch party mode. Lash Henderson here at the plate for a USA Prime National to start off this matchup against South Charlotte Panthers, 2025 Prep Baseball All-American, Texas A&M commit, future gamer. Didn't even know Lash was here. He wasn't on the roster, and I saw L. Henderson when I was given the USA Prime lineup, and I didn't even think about it. And I came in here and I thought there is no way that he would be here and not know about it. Last year, and I didn't know about it. I don't know how you can sneak in when you're 6'4", 210 pounds. Lash, the number 11 player in Texas in the state of in the class of 27, 107.6 exit velos. This kid's a monster. Dad's a Big 12 football official.
That's fun.
Yeah. So he's told me he's a different appreciation for umpires and refs with his dad's occupation. So he tells guys a lot of times, hey, just, give him some grace. So
Need more people like that in the world.
sure do. Lash puts that one foul. Counts 1-2. He's got a little brother that's, I know, on his way up, too. Who's been playing at a number of non-prep baseball events. Well, we got it. First out over there in top tier against Twin Cities. That was Jason Knapp at the plate for Twin Cities. Gives way down to Hudson Brown, Braylon Hubbard to follow. Hubbard, one of the big bats in this lineup, is the 4th-ranked player in Texas in 28. It's Hudson Brown's turn now. Henderson drives that, 90.2 off the bat. Just like that. Yep, Lash Henderson making that trip around the bases, man. That's what you want to see out of a prep baseball All-American. Getting himself a leadoff triple, 90.2 off the bat. Lash slashes a triple. That's exactly what Prime wanted to get their day started. Now Colton Clark's turn. Cooper McGowan coming up next.
Just about as good of a start as you could ask for, obviously.
Seriously.
You have the inside, if we had a homer, it's probably the only other best option.
That's right. Shortstop can't glove that, so Twin City's going to have a runner aboard now with 1 out. Bring up Braylon Hubbard. Hubbard out of Duncanville, 13th ranked shortstop in the nation. 104.3 EVs, bat speed of 75. While USA Prime trying to strike first here after the Lash Henderson triple. Colton Clark out of Hazel Green High School in Alabama. He's got a 1-2 count. The 35th ranked player in the Yellowhammer State. Why do they call Alabama the Yellowhammer State?
That's a bit of information that I'm not keened in on.
No.
I'll have to get with David Sharp, see if I can't get an answer.
He may not even know. I bet none of them know. They just have collectively agreed upon the fact that it's like Alabama having an elephant as a mascot. They have just collectively agreed upon the fact that this is happening.
Oh, good play it short there.
Yeah, Henderson dashes back to third. No state is more confused by mascots or whatever you want to call symbols than the state of Alabama. You got the yellow hammer, you got the elephant for the Crimson Tide, and you got Auburn with 2 different mascots.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Nobody knows anything. They've agreed upon it, and it's now tradition. This is what we're doing.
Got the sidearm guy starting here for top tier.
This is Adam Reeves. Reeves out of Sun Lake High School in Florida. Ooh, that's a nasty angle, isn't it? Tyler Rogers.
Yeah, that's the reason I hit left-handed, so I didn't have to deal with things. There's not many guys that throw like that left-handed. So
yeah, that's going to be awfully tough to pick up on as a left-handed batter.
Saw something on Tyler Rogers, going with sidearm guys that his average release height was like 1.5 feet off the ground.
Jeez, and you see the pictures of it, and it's like, man, that's insane.
Really good family friend growing up and pitched at Mercer for 4 years. That was, a sidearm guy, and he throws some wicked stuff from down there.
This is Hayes Herring, first baseman. Now, if you're a righty, it's got to feel like it's like running right in on you.
Would have no chance. Like, oh, we're going to start this one behind you. I'm okay, thank you. And it's probably going to break across the plate.
That's
because
right.
They throw predominantly sliders from there.
And he tries to go inside with it there, kind of mess with them a little bit. Well, we got a Lash Henderson crossing home plate, and USA Prime's got a 1-0 lead. Don't you love when you're relying on Game Changer, they don't actually kick in until like late once the game's already started? I don't understand that. We need to get the Game Changer people on the line and help tell them we need these things to be instantaneous. It's good once it starts rolling. It's just when you're waiting for it to do that. What was that? We just had something cut across our camera. Lawless at the plate here for USA Prime, up 1-0. Herring continues in this matchup with Reeves over on the top tier. Twin Cities game, 3-1 count. Do see Reeves doesn't always drop down like that. That was a little bit more three-quarters there. So he doesn't do it every time, which you wonder if he only throws certain pitches like that, then you're just like, just if he's throwing a slider, his arm's dropping.
Yep, it's going to be a breaking ball.
Yeah.
But it seems like he's mixing in a combo from both arm angles. So
yeah, it's a tough matchup for sure.
As a hitter, not knowing where the ball's coming out of, as you're sitting in there, it can mess with timing, all that fun stuff.
Well, he's walked the bases loaded. Meanwhile, Reddick Lawless has got a 2-2 count. Runner at second, 1-0 lead for Prime.
You're talking about guys with the 3/4 sidearm arm slot. It's not sidearm, but it's a low 3/4 like Chris Sale as a left-handed hitter. No, thank you.
Yeah,
it's 98. No thanks. I would just stand there and pray that
That's
he threw
right.
4 balls outside the strike zone. Just challenge everyone. Just tap of the head.
Ace Ferrand at the plate for Twin Cities now here with the bases juiced. Got an 0-1 count. Fouls that off.
Is that going to roll back fair? Oh, no. Hit him in the box.
Ferrand, Weatherford High School in Texas, 6'2", 210-pound righty. Trying to answer this 1-0 lead taken by top tier. Comes the 0-2. Ferrand swings, misses, goes down on strikes, and that's going to bring an end to the inning. Reeves and company get out of a jam. They continue to lead 1-0. Well, now runners at second and third here for USA Prime against South Charlotte. That's still in the top of the first inning, been a long top of the first. Wren for South Charlotte Panthers already thrown 24 pitches in this inning. Holly Springs, North Carolina, 25. Future gamer, 23. Junior future gamer. Lefty fires. That's in for a strike. Now you get some Matthew Hernandez warm-up pitches on the right side. I think Shooter made him nervous. That's what we'll say. I'm going to give him that. First inning, juices boiling. Comes over here all the way from Texas. Ready to show up, show out.
Hand up, if I saw Shooter sitting behind the plate, I'd be like, oh boy.
There does come that point in it, right? And Shooter's a great guy, but there is that time, that point of it that kids see him and they know, like, okay, yeah. I'm getting posted is what they think, but you're also like, yeah, this is a guy that holds some sway in how you're viewed, and you kind of start letting that seep into your head a little bit. I could understand some nerves.
Most of these guys, obviously, guys like Hernandez, they've probably thrown in front of college guys, pro guys at this point.
Oh, sure.
So hopefully, they're comfortable with it at this point. So
I'm not going to. If I go out there and throw for him, I'm probably going to be a little bit nervous. But
for sure.
I think I'm still allowed to play softball at Hobgood Park, regardless of what Shooter says about me. They don't ask for scouting reports out there anymore. I've seen Mark Wohlers running around the outfield out there a couple times, and yeah, he's done pitching. That would be quite the eye opener if you're in that situation. Sigler at the plate, and he's going to head down to first.
Tough start to your day there for Sigler.
Yeah,
91 off the left hip. That's
going to leave a mark.
That's not how you want to start your day. Hey, glad to be on base, but
yeah.
Man.
Aiden Swarano's turn now with Micah Siegler at first. Marshall Pitry to follow. We're still waiting for first ABs here from South Charlotte Panthers as that game gets rolling on your left there, that USA Prime matchup. USA Prime jumping on the board. Lash Henderson with the leadoff triple. Crosses home for run number 1. Hernandez on a 1-1 count. Jacob Seaman going to lead things off for South Charlotte Panthers. 5th ranked player in the nation in the class of 2027 to be followed by Kellen Rogers, Wake Forest commit, Wyatt Little, It's quite the 1-2-3 here for South Charlotte Panthers, and they're going to get things rolling with Cale Shelnut on the mound for USA Prime National.
The questions are starting to roll in about everybody's chance to win their
I'm
win
sure.
their pool and advance. And
Do you ever just think about putting it on Do Not Disturb when you get to this time of the day? Just letting the cards, the chips fall where they may.
they'll find a way.
Yeah.
They'll find a way to contact me, I promise.
Start sending you like doves and stuff. Like
Public service announcement for anybody that's listening. If you have a consolation game, I only have so many 8 and 10 20s available. So just putting that out there for everybody. Not all teams can play at 8 and 10 20 in the morning if you don't make bracket. Just so.
They just want to get it and get out.
Yeah, just so everybody knows. Got a lot of requests for that early this morning.
LSU commit Jacob Seamon pops that well into left, and he's standing now at second. No, he's going to trick back. That's an out. It's kind of hard to see sometimes when you get these deep balls on this multi-view like this. So bear with us. That was out number 1, 90.2 off the bat of Jacob Seamon, though. It's going to give away to Kellen Rogers. I know Shooter was talking up Rogers when he was in here with me yesterday. Wake Forest High School, North Carolina State commit. I said Wake Forest commit. Whenever I see Wake Forest as the high school, my mind automatically just goes to they're a Demon Deacon. But I don't know what Wake Forest High School's mascot is.
Has to be a Demon Deacon.
I would think so.
Has to be. Or at least a deacon.
Yeah.
Maybe not a Demon Deacon, just a deacon.
Yeah, just a deacon. They're not demonic to this point.
Yeah.
They're just demons. Well, Kellen's on his way to North Carolina State, 7th-ranked player in NC in 27 to 25. Feature gamer was here for the 23 junior feature games. This South Charlotte Panthers team, this kind of just blows me away. 16 players on this roster have been feature gamers, junior feature gamers, and then they have 14 Division I commits.
It tends to play pretty
Yeah, it sure does.
well. Excuse me, swing there. Give me a foul ball.
Give this to top tier. They are not buckling down to Hernandez's velo. They're having no issue putting balls in play, putting good swings on pitches. So hats off to them for going into a tough pitching matchup and being up to the task. They got runners at first and second now, already leading 1-0. Pitchery at the plate. Some good secondary stuff. That was pretty nasty. Breaking ball, 78 miles an hour. Nobody out. Rogers got a 2-1 count. Takes a big bounce back. No harm, no foul, no runners on. Hernandez on the 1-2. Whew, that was gross. That was.
Got an emphatic strike 3
He
call
sure
too.
did, man. I love the punch out. I love when the umpire gets into it, when you want to throw the Mike Tyson punch out music in the background. That's when you know you're rocking behind the plate.
Yeah.
You get a big pitcher like this, and you're thinking like, how demonstrative am I going to be with these punch out calls? We just saw a pretty good one.
Shout out John Poulin there behind the plate from United Umpires. Told him I'd give him a shout out, so here we are. Said if you needed a post-game interview with him, he'd be happy.
There you go. Well, we should have struck the GoPro on him for this Hernandez outing. That would have been pretty good vibes. Now going to Lagan Callahan. I am, meanwhile, still waiting on Game Changer to figure out that it wants to run.
Base hit there for Rogers. Slap that one down the third base line for a hit.
Yeah, long AB for Kellen Rogers. That gives us a runner aboard for Wyatt Little. Little North Carolina commit. So he's walking around with his chest up around that dugout telling everybody about the Tar Heels in the College World Series.
Yeah. Lost game 1 yesterday to USC, right?
Yeah.
They ended up losing that game.
Still in the mix, though, unlike a lot of the big teams that we had our eyes on. And Little drives that. It's on its way into center field. It's going to be an out. So still remain with Rogers at first. So Little is out number 2. We'll bring up Tanner Williams. Williams, North Carolina State commit. So you go LSU, NC State, North Carolina, NC State. That's your first 4 for the South Charlotte Panthers.
Doing the ACC proud.
That's right. There are 2 down for top tier. Bases are loaded. Hernandez got his hands full. Hernandez taking a minute. Regroup. He's thrown 32 pitches. Top tier trying to build on this 1-0 lead. Big swing and a miss. This is Joey Barber, the DH at the plate. The 0-1 to Barber. Stops that in its tracks. Tanner Williams got 2-1, swings through that. That counts now even over there in that prime South Charlotte Panthers game. Prime with a South Charlotte Panthers with a runner at first. Hernandez, no, it's a step off. Fastball here, does he go back to that curveball?
I would go back to the breaking ball. Impressive inning there from Shelnut from USA Prime, going through those top 4 that we talked about. And
he goes with it, gets another one. There's another emphatic punch out. Matthew Hernandez gets out of a bases-loaded jam with an inning-ending strikeout. Top tier leads 1-0. That pitch is pretty disgusting. We're going to take a quick break in studio while both games are in mid-inning. So we'll be back with more from LakePoint Sports.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls.
Achieving your health and fitness goals takes hard work and the right nutrition. That's where First Form can help. Our industry-leading protein supplements can help fuel your journey. Visit firstform.com today and elevate your results.
Welcome back. Cory McCartney with you. Avery Hunt had to take a few minutes to himself. You know, he is coming back now. He was quick. Man. There you go. Avery flying back in here. The plumbing still works pretty well.
It does.
Still waiting on my game changer to kick in just so we can have everything lined up, but we don't. My control center is...
Just got a lot going on
here.
Yeah,
is not full bore, though, at the moment. Hannah at the plate here for USA Prime. They lead 1-0, following up that Lash Henderson triple to lead off the game. Played him for run number 1. Meanwhile, another inning of Reeves on the mound here for top tier. Couch puts it in play. Athletic throw. Look at that. Kind of like it when your pitcher makes that kind of a play. That was insane.
Pitchers are athletes, too.
Looked like Nolan Arenado there. Off balance throw towards the foul line. Kaysen-Brugger's turn with 1 down. I don't know that I've ever seen a pitcher do that. Usually you let the third baseman go over and get that ball, but Reeves is like, I got this.
Hey.
Ooh, what in the world was that?
Just got to be an
blinded
athlete.
By the lights there.
Just got to be an athlete, Cory. Just got to be an athlete.
Yep.
That's what they preach.
Hey, you're the opposing pitcher in a game where everyone's watching the other guy.
Yeah.
Opportunity knocks. Goes to that sidearm. Misses glove side. So walk for Smith for USA Prime. Oh, that was Boston Hanna, excuse me. Hudson Smith's turn now, the extra hitter. Hunter Mishak awaits. That one just right up the middle had Reeves on his keister. He said, this is what you get. If you want to be an athlete, jump over this. And he hits the deck. Now got one aboard with one down. Courtesy runner incoming.
I didn't pitch a ton in my life, but I can imagine that is a scary feeling. I don't care if it's hit 100 or 50. A ball hit back in your general direction from 60 foot 6 inches.
That's right. Not fun.
I'd opt out of that experience as well.
Courtesy runner for Case and Berger now in action, brings up Cade Connor. Runner at second for USA Prime. Hunter Mishak's got a 1-0 count.
Good hands there behind the plate to save an extra base.
Yeah, Hunter Mishak, Monmouth commit, 25 future gamer at a Pope John Paul II High School in Pennsylvania. It's got to be a weird thing to be a Pope and know, like, eventually all this stuff's going to, these schools and these things are going to be named after you.
Yeah.
Which is interesting with the current Pope because he's obviously a Chicago White Sox fan. So you got to think if there's going to be a school named after him, it would be somewhere in proximity. It would be in Chicago, but ideally would be in somewhere in proximity of the White Sox Stadium. You get me mad too if you're a White Sox fan and you're like, how is it that we have the guy who has God's ear, yet we still can't make the playoffs?
They get a little bit better this year so far.
Well, getting Eli Willits. They had Eli Willits last year national, so they get the #1 pick this year. So, they could end up. Maybe they go Aiden Ruiz. Maybe they get a nice little high school shortstop of their own. Maybe they go Rock Chalowski. Maybe they go Vaughn Lackey. I'm sure whoever gets it he's gonna have a direct connection to God.
Yeah, get with the Pope.
That's right. Bases now juiced for USA Prime. It's going to bring up Lash Henderson for the second time.
If you hear ice clanking around, my apologies. Just getting my caffeine intake for the day. First dose. There you
go. All right, Lash tripled in his first trip to the plate, and he's got a big moment here. Bases juiced, 1 out, and he swings through that for strike one. The Texas A&M commit, 2025 Prep Baseball All-American. And they are, I would assume you pitch around Lash as best you can in this situation. Try to get him extending.
Yep.
Yeah, they're basically staying in the left-handed batter's box against him. They want no part of Lash connecting here.
Don't have anywhere to put him.
You
so
don't.
We're gonna have to attack here at some point.
They do. He goes 88.4 off the bat. It's on its way into left field. It's going to be an out, but a productive one as the runner tags up from third, and Henderson's got himself a triple and now an RBI off the sac fly. So he does his job. Just missed that one. That leads 2-0 for USA Prime. Meanwhile, Twin Cities trying to answer this top-tier 1-0 lead. There's 2 down in the inning. Really a 1-2 count to Heidelberg. Mac Heidelberg. Ooh, Reeves hits him. A little too much run on that sidearm action. Back to the top of the order now, and shortstop Jackson Knapp for Twin Cities. Colton Clark, meanwhile, got a 2-1 count against Wren. He drives that into right. Everybody's on the run. Some Adam Sandler pixelation there for you.
Able to make the play, though, nonetheless.
Inning over, 2-0 lead for USA Prime. Knapp puts it in play. Shortstop has it.
Wide throw at second.
Yeah.
They're trying to take the short way and gonna allow our first run to score.
So we're all notched up at 1-1 over in that game. Runners at first and second. Brings up Cooper McGowan. Reeves fires, misses high. Do you feel like you go to like an IMAX screen when we go from like those two little ones to the just one game?
With the big screen.
Yeah. A miss from Reeves. It counts now 2-0. Hudson Brown, Mac Heidelberg at third, excuse me. Counts now 3-0. It's right down the middle for a strike. Count now 3-1. Hudson Brown fouls that off. Count is now full. Runners at first and second. He's got Heidelberg at second. Jason Knapp at first. And the payoff pitch to Brown. And he goes down on strikes. And, man, got to be impressed with what we've seen from Adam Reeves. Just mixing up arm angles. It's not high velo, but, man, he's had enough stuff to keep Twin Cities on their heels. That game is tied up at 1-1, but been an impressive showing for him against a tough lineup. So it's Brody Brannon at the plate for South Charlotte Panthers. Brody Morris, Rome DiRenzo to follow. Shelnutt's got a 0-2 count. Cale Shelnut, DePaul Catholic. Did you know there was a DePaul Catholic school in Georgia?
I did not.
One's right up the middle. Second base has it. Slides, makes the throw in time. Nice defensive work there for USA Prime. We got playing second. That was a pretty good glove work.
It's a nice backhanded play. Pops
Sure
up and
was.
makes the solid throw to first.
Brings up Brody Morris with one down.
I mean, this is ridiculous. We just can't. Just can't make it happen.
That was Johnson at second, by the way. What was your best record? 73-9.
Yep, the Warriors record from a few years ago. Tied the league lead.
Morris goes to third, and that's Clark to Lawless for out number 2.
Cory, I find it hard to believe that a team that has Allen Iverson at point guard, Kevin Durant at the 3, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar playing center isn't winning 82 games.
Don't you kind of want to understand the process behind it? Help me understand why these guys can't go undefeated.
Yeah, no big deal. Alonzo Mourning's playing power forward.
Yeah.
So we just have the worst bench of all time.
Inning number 3 for Hernandez. He's got a 1-1 count here against Bentley. That game's all notched up at 1-1. Rome DiRenzo at the plate for South Charlotte Panthers. Maybe the coolest name I've heard all weekend.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Sport Gross that we had yesterday was a pretty good one.
Ooh.
For Lucchini National, but man, Rome Dorenzo. It's like an R&B singer.
Yeah.
But ladies, Rome Dorenzo is in the building. By the way, producer Maddie found out why Alabama is called the Yellow Hammer State.
Okay, what you got for us?
So apparently there was a cavalry company of recruits from Huntsville, Alabama in the Civil War, and they had brand new gray uniforms with an accented bright yellow trim, and it resembled a certain breed of hummingbird that is nicknamed the Yellow Hammer, and so they started calling them Yellow Hammers.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? Does that justify it?
Yeah, sure works for me.
Still doesn't make sense to me, though, why they say Rammer Jammer Yellow Hammer at Alabama games. But they've got a whole idea.
Again, like I said, they just throw stuff out there. They collectively agree that we will do this thing, and then it becomes reality.
That's why you got to be a Dogs fan. We know what we are.
I have no
Tend to
comments.
agree there. Cory's still upset about the Peach Bowl a few years ago.
Yeah, there you go.
He'll get over it.
Yeah. Hey, all I know is the Buckeyes won a national championship in the state of Georgia.
That's true.
But yeah, that fielding miss and that field goal right as things struck midnight was
great.
that lives in the nightmares.
As a Georgia fan, I had not considered being an Ohio fan that night. It was
Yeah.
great for us.
Yeah, it was. We were at a New Year's party full of Georgia fans, and it was a sad night.
I was in the stadium. It was great. It's the best way to start off the year.
Oh, yeah.
Looked at my wife after it happened, and I was like, oh, hey, Happy New Year, by the way.
Hernandez got an 0-1 count here to King. Misses, count now even. It's a 2-0 lead for USA Prime over on the other side as Wren goes through his warm-up pitches. That's swing and a miss. 91.9 out of the hands of Hernandez, excuse me. Hernandez got 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, got a 1-2 count here to King. Punches him out, another emphatic punch-out call. Strikeout number 5 for Matthew Hernandez, showing why he's one of the top right-handed pitchers in the nation.
He's kind of settled in here this inning, and after having a lot of traffic on the base pass in the first inning, or the first 2 innings, and it's kind of settled back in here.
Going to give us Declan Reedy, the catcher, with 2 down. Swings through that. Now 0-1, 79.2 off speed. This is the worst situation and position a catcher can be in, right? There's 2 outs, which means the world is going to wait for you if you don't get on base. If you get that, if you get to go to first and you get the courtesy runner, then you're reprieve. But if you're out number 3, the umpire's hitting his watch. We got a time limit here, buddy.
Keep it moving.
Reedy's got a 1-1 count, and Hernandez already got himself 5 strikeouts, and he's now 1 pitch away from number 6. He's allowed 2 hits, 1 run through 2 2/3.
I'm upset with you for making me start this game.
Well, it's like if you do like Wordle or something like that, it's
Yeah.
over once. But this, you could do it nonstop until you get what you want.
Yeah, I just.
I'm hoping Jason Kidd had a similar evening. I hope he was like sitting around and his wife and kids are like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm trying to go 82-0." Comes a 1-2 to Reedy. Oh, man, another nasty one from Hernandez. Makes it 6 strikeouts. And Matthew Hernandez has settled in a big way in that big right-handed cannon. He's now got 6 Ks here for Twin Cities. Well, there's one down over in the USA Prime. South Charlotte matchup. Myers flies out. McGowan at third. Lawless's turn at the plate. So far, Matthew Hernandez has been everything he was billed to be after settling in. And 2 walks and a hit by pitch, but
I have a phone
2 hits.
call.
Oh,
I've
you're
got
good.
to take. Let me
All right,
bounce
you
out. I'll
got
be right
this.
back.
Yep. Avery's going to go tell more people about 82-0. Another inning for Reeves for USA Prime. He's gone 2 innings. He's got 3 strikeouts of his own, along with a walk, hit by pitch. He's allowed 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. Well, Reeves digging back in here for USA Prime, and that one is going to be a run-scoring single. The lead now 3-0 here for USA Prime. Johnson steps up. Lawless at first. Prime scored 1 run in all 3 innings. Braylon Hubbard will get it started here in the bottom of the 3rd for Twin Cities. 1-1 game.
And we're back.
And Avery's back. So what's the best record you've owned? How many wins?
73.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like pretty good with 79-3. I don't know that I'll probably play it again. It's like a slot machine.
Yeah, I went 72-10 just now. And I had prime LeBron, prime Carmelo, prime Devin Booker, and Victor Wembanyama on the same team.
You could do it for other sports, but I feel like it would be like way too much work.
Yeah.
Like to field an entire baseball team and do it over and over again. But the fact that it's just 5. I mean, it's just 5 and you move on. It makes it a little bit more digestible. Hubbard standing up first with Herring now up for Twin Cities. Reeves slips that in for a strike. Another run coming across for USA Prime makes it 4-0 here in the top of the 3rd. It's a surprising 4-0 start when you consider the players on that South Charlotte Panthers roster.
We got a balk here on field 12.
Go out here and have a talk with Wren. So Hubbard advanced off the balk. So Herring 0-1 count, runner in scoring position in that 1-1 ball game. Well, we've gone out and had our word with Wren as he's got Johnson at second, Hannah at the plate for USA Prime, which leads 4-0. Reeves miss makes it 2-1. 2-1 count on the other side there with Shelnut against Hannah. Step back in, counts 2-2. Hannah pops that up, big fly.
.96 off the bat.
Yeah.
To the warning track and centers. Hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark.
Did tag up though, so Johnson standing at third. Long, deep fly by Hannah. Herring fouling it off, staying alive here against Reeves. Still nobody out for Twin Cities. Run's got Hudson Smith at the plate now, 2 down for USA Prime in that inning. Smith pops it up. Everybody's on the run and nothing to do. Watch another out. So Hubbard's going to remain at second. It's been there for quite a long time now. So a couple deep fly outs to center field here for Twin Cities. Give us J.J. Thompson, the right fielder. Some good run on that pitch from Reeves.
Called strike 3 to end the inning there for South Charlotte.
USA Prime did take a 4-0 lead, though. Your phone really does just blow up this time of day.
Yeah, it's a fun life. Just going to go ahead and plug it into a charger when I get in front of the desk.
We have plugs in here if you got a charger.
Nah, it's okay. We're still at 89%. Let's go ahead and put it on low power mode.
There you go. All right, J.J. Thompson, 0-1 count, 1 down. Hubbard at second. Reeves goes curveball. Shortstop has it, that long throw, and he's not going to be able to make it in time as Hubbard's able to get to third. So Thompson with an infield single. Tough play at short there for J.G. Woos. So now runners at the corners with 1 down as I'll turn it over to Ace Ferend. Gets away from the catcher. Hubbard taking off for home. The throw is not going to be in time at a collision off that flip. Meanwhile, Thompson going to make his way to third. That was like they were just battling for a loose ball.
Got to get on the floor.
That's right.
Hustle plays.
Well, Hubbard takes advantage of the wild pitch, and it's now a 2-1 lead for Twin Cities. And Ace Ferend's now got a runner at third in the form of Thompson. They try to build on this lead. Hear the sultry tones of DJ Vanessa in the background if you hear some bass going. I've come to the realization that a DJ's only unless you're actually like have turntables and you can like do all that stuff, you're literally just asking someone to listen to your playlist.
Yeah, just you get aux.
Yeah.
You get the aux cord.
That's right.
Or the Bluetooth these days.
No, but I mean, it used to be like, DJ, you got up there, you're doing all this stuff, you're like, you got the people dancing, you're skipping the records and all that. But these days, it's like literally like, here's my mixtape, and we're going to collectively listen to my mixtape.
Yeah, we're going to listen to the playlist that I made on my Spotify.
That's right. That's what a DJ's job is anymore. I don't know if that's sad, but now it's empowered everyone to be a DJ. So maybe every time you are around people and you get them to listen to a playlist you created, you're actually building on, you can put DJ on your resume.
Yeah, just buy a set of speakers.
That's right.
And you're good to go.
3-1 gets him chasing on the elevated fastball. Ferend's not got a full count. Again, you got Thompson at third. Hubbard scoring off the wild pitch and that race to the plate. What would your DJ name be?
No, I have no idea. That's a thought I've never had. People don't like my taste in music. So
No.
Yeah, I'm not.
So you wouldn't. No one would book you, is what you're saying. But you could still have a DJ name, even though if you were not like literally being booked as a DJ.
Yeah.
You can still have a business card.
Yeah. People aren't really interested in listening to like alternate country, like Southern rock. So they're probably not interested in my playlist. My wife doesn't like it. It's okay. Like, just probably turn on a podcast. Honestly, that's what I listen to most of the time. So.
Well, maybe you would just spell Avery in a different way. It would be like
AV3RY.
Yeah, that's right. That would be your DJ name. I like this is a good one. Squirrel. So you spell it like squirrel, but you would say it, and you would wear like the head like dead mouse.
Yeah.
Wear a big squirrel head, like you're one of those furry people, and that would be the DJ look.
Oh boy.
DJ Squirrel.
Both games here at the exact same point in the ball game?
They sure are. It's a rarity for us. Jacob Seamon back at the plate. 2-1 count here. The LSU commit. Top 5 player in the nation. The Metrolina Christian. Fouls that off. The Sea Monster. That's what his social media handles. That'd be a good DJ name too.
All right, I'm gonna have to bounce off this
one.
I've got to go.
All right, Avery's got to go to work. He's got to go charge his phone. We're gonna keep rolling here in our watch party. Hey, great job, man. We'll see you soon. Prep Baseball Classic next weekend. Oh, yeah. All right, we'll be back for more. Now we're going solo in watch party mode. Seamon goes down on strikes. That inning is over, so we're through 3. USA Prime leading 4-0 over South Charlotte Panthers. And we'll get a meeting on the mound here with Reeves for top tier. Case and Berger stepping up here for Twin Cities with 2 down, and we're back in that same situation now where the catcher could be out number 3, which means he's got to get dressed in a hurry if he can't get on base. It's in for a strike. Comes Reeves, 0-1 count. Runners at the corners. Berger fouls it off. If you missed any of our watch party broadcasts, you can go back and watch them on X, Facebook, YouTube. They were a lot of fun. Had some great interviews on that. Shooter Hunt joining me for a while yesterday. Had some huge moments. Sully Reed goes 101 off the wall for a double yesterday, and Noah Getke with that game-winning Grand Slam home run for Indiana Bulls. Runner takes off for second. Pitch was outside, but we'll still call that catcher indifference. Now, 1-2 count here to Berger. He's got 2 in scoring position. Swings through that nasty arm angle from Reeves, goes down on strikes. Twin Cities lead 2-1. We may have time for a quick break. We'll be back. We're watching the 2026 NPI Watch Party.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar. Yanmar Tractors. Quality. Hardworking. Reliability. Leave no job unfinished. Yanmar. Visit us at www.yanmartractor.com or see your local dealer for details.
USA Prime up 4-0 over South Charlotte Panthers, waiting for our action to continue. And USA Prime Aces in top tier in Twin Cities. Hunter Meshach starting things off for USA Prime to be followed by Will Carter. Then back to the top of the order with Lash Henderson. Meshach puts that in play. Shortstop has it. Long throw. Pulls him off the bag. So Hunter Meshach showing off that 6.6 160 time as he beats that out to get aboard here. Start off the inning for USA Prime. Gives way to catcher Will Carter. Carter out of Huntsville, Alabama. 29th ranked player in Alabama in 27. Exit velo's 96.1. We're back underway. Meanwhile, top tier in Twin Cities. We have a pitching change here for Twin Cities. Jason Knapp taking over. Really impressive outing from Matthew Hernandez. He went 3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. So 3 impressive innings from one of the top right-handed pitchers in the nation. We also had a pitching change, meanwhile, for South Charlotte Panthers. They've now turned it over to Posey. So that's Isaiah Posey out of White Knoll High School in South Carolina, 25 feature gamer, 2022 junior feature gamer, number 35 in South Carolina in 27, currently uncommitted. And I was talking to a dad yesterday of a kid with high rank in his respective state, and it's amazing the changes in recruiting because of the transfer portal. How many of these players that we see now that have future games on their resumes, that have big-time rankings within their states, remaining uncommitted going into their senior years. But it's kind of the environment that the transfer portal has created. I've had college coaches tell me before, why would you look at a kid who sees 90 miles an hour once a week, which would be the high school kid, as opposed to a player who sees 90-plus every day of the week, when you're talking about a college player that can enter the transfer portal and help your team out immediately. So it's made it really tough on these high school players. Hard hit ball to third, and that's going to be an out. Runner does show some smart base running, backtracks and makes it to third. So Meshach now standing at third. Another runner in scoring position for that USA Prime team, already up 4-0. Trying not to manifest that 5th run. Sorry about that, South Charlotte. Lash Henderson's turn now with 1 down. Lash hit a leadoff triple to get us going. And they have been pitching Lash away. You can understand that. Hit the bases loaded in his last trip to the plate. Ends up getting a sac fly RBI. Pop out for top tier. McCaffrey remains at first. I'll bring up Swerano. While Lash has got a 2-1 count. I've had Lash here in studio with me over the years. We've mic'd him up. Just a great kid. Got to spend some time with him down in Miami for the Prep Baseball American game. He goes right up the middle, 91.3. Lash Henderson's got 2 hits on the day and 2 runs driven in for USA Prime. They lead 5-0. Have an interesting conversation here, and we start thinking about player of the game. We, of course, award player of the game after the completion of these watch party broadcasts, which you got Matthew Hernandez on the Twin Cities side, 6 strikeouts over his 3 innings. Meanwhile, Lash Henderson's got a triple, another base hit, 2 runs driven in for USA Prime, leading 5-0. McCaffrey now going to be standing at third base as Toronto's at first. So runners at the corners for Top Tier trying to answer that 2-1 lead by Twin Cities. Colton Clark at the plate now with Henderson at second for USA Prime, already up 5-0 in the fourth. So yeah, stick around for Player of the Game. After the game, you can always find our interview with the Player of the Game across all the LakePoint Sports social media channels. And as I mentioned to Avery Hunt, as he traversed off to other responsibilities, we'll have Prep Baseball Classic coverage next Friday and Saturday. Petrie puts it in play. Second base has no play on that, so there's the tying run for Top Tier. Toronto goes to second, Petrie at first. Tough play defensively for Twin Cities, and we got a tie ball game. Posey issues a walk to Clark, so Henderson remains at second, but runners now at first and second for USA Prime. They've scored 1 run in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and now 1 here in the fourth, and they're threatening again. They'll turn it over to Cooper McGowan, shortstop. McGowan, Oregon State commit out of Battleground High School in Washington. Appeared at both the 25 feature games and the 23 junior feature games. 7th ranked player in Washington. Exit velos are a 95.9. And he's got a 1-1 count here against Posey. Isaiah Posey, we had a fastball around 90, so tricking right along that profile readout. That's now 2-1. It's also got a changeup that sits 75 to 77, curveball around 70 to 73. Well, 1-0 count here against Callahan. Top Tier's got runners at first and second. They've answered Twin Cities' challenge and made this a 2-2 ball game. Lagan Callahan, 10th batter in the order here for Top Tier, 1-1 count. Nat misses, makes it 2-1. Ball put in play by McGowan. That's got more traffic going. Here comes another run for USA Prime as McGowan's going to make his way to second as Henderson crosses the plate. Clark moves to third. That's now 6-zip. Well, innings over offensively for Top Tier. They did answer that. Twin Cities run makes it 2-2. I honestly think it's been one of the major surprises of these last few days that USA Prime Aces National has jumped out to this big lead on the South Charlotte Panthers. USA Prime comes in here, 6 Division I commits, 7 players who are feature gamers or junior feature gamers. Meyer shoots that in the outfield. Camera didn't catch up with it, and that is all the way to the wall, but there comes another run, makes it 7-0. Because this South Charlotte Panthers team, I mean, you're talking about, again, 14 Division I commits, 16 feature gamers or junior feature gamers. One of the top players in the class of 27, and Jacob Seaman. They're currently being shut out 7-0. Reddick Lawless at the plate. I love that name. I feel like Reddick Lawless, Maddie, is somebody that you would have saw in like a 1960s Western TV show. That would have been the sheriff.
I was just about to say, that sounds like a cowboy.
Doesn't it? Like the small town sheriff, Reddick Lawless.
Like on Bonanza or Gunsmoke or something.
Yeah. Sundays at 8 o'clock, you watch Lawless. Well-struck ball to start the inning off for Twin Cities, a 95-mile-an-hour single. Comes off the bat of Connor, excuse me. So Connor drives that into left field. So we go from Cade Connor to Mac Heidelberg. Foul ball by Lawless in that matchup with Posey makes it 2-2. They're jumping on Reeves now. That's an out though, so Connor tracks back to first. So Heidelberg's out number 1. Jackson Knapp's turn. Another meeting with Reeves. It may be the end of the day. They're kind of starting to pick up on things a little bit more from him. So we'll see if, yeah, Reeves is going to be done, but really impressive outing from him. Ends up going 3 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, 1 hit batter, 5 strikeouts. Doing his job against a tough lineup. As they've taken a 2-2 lead, a 2-2 game over there. Meanwhile, USA Prime just keeps tacking it on. They scored 3 more. They lead 7-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more from LakePoint Sports.
The success of every athlete depends on their instincts and split-second decision-making skills. S2 Cognition delivers the leading digital evaluation that is scientifically validated to measure these cognitive abilities that have been unquantifiable until now. The S2 eval is designed to analyze how athletes see, think, and react to in-game split-second decisions. So how does S2 work? The S2 eval is a 30 to 45-minute sports-specific digital evaluation that measures an athlete's cognitive skills and instincts. The eval is uniquely designed for each sport to capture the split-second decisions made in the game. The S2 score report is automatically generated after the eval, with data that provides a complete picture of the athlete's cognitive skills. These results will unlock opportunities for athletes, coaches, athletic directors, scouts, and general managers. It's time to know your game so that you can build to win.
Achieving your health and fitness goals takes hard work and the right nutrition. That's where First Form can help. Our industry-leading protein supplements can help fuel your journey. Visit firstform.com today and elevate your results.
New pitcher for Top Tier is Cohen Deitch out of St. Michael Catholic High School in Alabama. He's got a runner at first in the form of Connor Knapp, who's now the opposing pitcher for Twin Cities, stepping to the plate. While USA Prime leading 7-0 over South Charlotte Panthers. Kellen Rogers to lead off the inning for the Panthers. They try to get something rolling here. Wyatt Little and Tanner Williams to follow. Miss inside off that looping curveball from Deitch. 1-0 count to Rogers. North Carolina commit makes it 2-0. Rogers has already homered here at NPI. Knapp gets a hold of that one, 92.3 off his bat. That is a extremely loud out as Connor makes his way back to first. So Connor with that leadoff single, but he's been able to go no further to this point as Knapp flies out to center. Shelnutt's got a 2-0 count against Kellen Rogers. Hudson Brown's turn for Twin Cities. Braylon Hubbard to follow if the inning extends. Slips that in for a strike. Rogers has walked, so runner aboard for Wyatt Little. Big miss arm side there for Deitch. Little pops it up. Could be out near the warning track. Flies out to Henderson. So now Tanner Williams' turn with one down. South Charlotte Panthers trying to just string some good feelings together here. They've not had a lot of them as set in the bottom of the fourth, but they do have Kellen Rogers at first off the walked lead off this inning. 2-2 count to Brown at the plate. Fouls that one off. Ball in play. They get one out at second. If they get it out first, they cannot make the follow-up. So Tanner Williams going to be standing at first as they get the lead runner, Kellen Rogers, at second. So 2 down for Brody Brannon. 2-2 count to Brown, and he goes down on strike. So the new pitcher, Deitch, does his job. We're all tied up at 2-2 in top-tier Twin Cities. Brandon fouls that off. On 1 count here to Brandon. Runner at first. USA Prime has been in charge since the offset with this. And you talk about big moments to get a dugout hyped when Lash Henderson leads off the game with that big triple. And it just got everything rolling for USA Prime, and they have not stopped, leading 7-0. Miss high, and looks like we're going to give him the base off a balk, excuse me. So, yeah, runner's going to move to second off the balk. So Tanner Williams now in scoring position. The count remains 1-1. Brandon going to regroup. South Charlotte Panthers trying to erase that big 0 on the scoreboard right now. Sheldon's got a 1-1 count against Brandon. Make that now 1-2. Now we're back in action in both games. Showing it fires, sends that one back foul. Turning into an extensive at bat here for Brannon. That count is 1-2. And Barber leading things off here for top tier. So Joey Barber, last batter in the order, then it's back to Jesse Bentley and Gigi Woos. And there's a punch out, inning over. South Charlotte Panthers leaves a runner in scoring position. That lead is still 7-0 for USA Prime Aces National. Third pitcher of this game now on the mound here for Twin Cities, and that's actually Braylon Hubbard taking over. Hubbard, an extremely loaded toolbox at the plate. Exit velos north of 104, bat speed of 75. He runs a 6.82 and has an outfield velo of 86. And now we're seeing him on the mound where he is ticking towards 90 miles an hour. That last pitch, 89.7. He makes it 2-2. Strap a Home Depot logo across this guy's back. He's got all the tools. Counts 2-2. Not too much run there. Counts full. I've really been impressed with Hubbard, though. Misses, so Barbara Board be the leadoff walk. So I'll bring us back to the top of the order here for top tier with center fielder Jesse Bentley. Bentley's 0 for 2. Almost lackadaisical throwback to first, and I think he gets it in return there. There's a little trouble gloving that return. We're back underway in USA Prime South Charlotte Panthers. Posey continues on the mound for the Panthers. Johnson's at the plate, puts that in play. Second base has it, but he cannot make that throw and wildly goes towards the dugout. Lucky that didn't go into the dugout, or otherwise runner would have been standing at second. So Johnson's at first, going to bring up Hannah. Bentley's got a 1-1 count against Hubbard over in this top-tier Twin Cities game. Hannah puts that in play. Third base has it, throws, and that's going to bring him off the bag. So USA Prime already up 7-0, now has 2 runners on with nobody out here in the 5th. Brings up Hudson Smith. We're calling that an error that allowed Hannah to reach. But nonetheless, runners at first and second, nobody out with Hudson Smith coming aboard. I believe that's going to be it for Posey. Yeah, Isaiah Posey making his way off the mound. So we got a pitching change for South Charlotte Panthers. So we'll leave that game at B for a second. Zero in on top tier Twin Cities. Hubbard against Gigi Woos. Bentley at first, 1-0 count. Quick throw over from Hubbard. He's going to surprise his first baseman as well as the runner. Comes the 1-0 to Gigi. Fouls that off. Maddie, if your name was Gigi, you would have, I think, little trouble finding things with your name on it, considering that some people call their grandmother Gigi.
That's very true.
But his are the initials G and G. So at least
kind of like a JJ.
Yeah.
You know, Madison's a very common name, but I never find it spelled with 2 D's
Nothing.
on little keychains.
No.
It's always with 1.
Got him in a rundown. Nabs him before he can get it halfway back to first. So they get Bentley, so now 2 down. Gigi's job just got a little bit more complicated. Tried to have that runner in scoring position for him, but did not play out. So now there's a 1-1 count, 2 down. Just misses high. Should he get on, it'd be Fletcher King, the right fielder. Now 3-1. If you're clock watching, we've got about 36 minutes remaining in top-tier Twin Cities, 46 minutes in this USA Prime South Charlotte Panthers game. And GG's aboard with 2 down off the walk. Yeah, again, continue to be surprised by that score over in USA Prime South Charlotte Panthers. A pretty loaded Panthers lineup that's just not been able to have a breakthrough against USA Prime. And their new pitcher is going to be Samples. So Luke Samples. Samples, Wake Forest commit out of Pro 5 Academy. So we had Luke here during the Academy Baseball Association tournament, which we've talked ad nausea about here across these broadcasts. It was just so much fun. But Luke was here during the 2025 feature games. Got a fastball around 92. Let's see, 89th ranked player in the nation of 27. Number 4 in North Carolina. He's got Will Congo at the plate, trying to, Maddie, start off the Congo line and extend this USA Prime lead. They're up 7-0. Out of Huntsville, Alabama, 25 feature gamer, number 85 ranked player in the state of Alabama. It's like his name is like a question. It's like, yes, Will Congo? Yes. 2-2. Congo drives that. Everybody's on the run in the outfield area. That's going to be out number 1 as runner backtracks to first. So still got him at first and second as Will Congo flies out. New batter for USA Prime as they're hitting the bench. It's going to be Cameron Hoft at Gulf Breeze High School in Florida. Number 118 among Florida players in 27. Trying to build on a 7-0 lead, 1 down, 2 runners on. Meanwhile, King puts it in play for top tier. Got a runner all the way heading to the third. Did they get him? They did not. So Fletcher King coming through. Runners at second and third now as Gigi Woos is able to get in under the tag. So go ahead run 90 feet away for top tier with Declan Reedy stepping in. Meanwhile, Cameron Hoft's got a 1-1 count. This matchup against Luke Samples, the Wake Forest commit, coming in relief for South Charlotte Panthers. Hoft fouls it off. Big opportunity here for top tier. Reedy is 0 for 2. Alabama's 14th ranked catcher in 28. Exit velo's 93.6. Looking to put his top tier squad up here in the top of the 5th. That Hubbard miss makes it 1-0. Two runners aboard in both of our games. Reedy swings through that. Top tier with runners at second and third. Meanwhile, USA Prime with runners at first and second. Hoft up for USA Prime. Reedy at the plate here for top tier. Berger going out to have a word with Hubbard. Hoft puts it in play. Short has it, goes to second for 1 out. Goes to first. They did it. Yep, they turned the inning-ending double play But USA Prime's got a 7-0 lead in that game as it's trekking to the bottom of the 5th. We're going single game here, top tier Twin Cities. Hubbard 2-1 count to Reedy. Misses high, counts now even. Maddie, saw you at the concession stand today. I think our monitor just rebooted. This happens every once in a while. It gets really hot in here, so I'm going to be flying blind for here in a quick second. So we're going to cut off audio. I'll be back momentarily. Just stick with the stream, and I'll be rejoining you shortly. All right, welcome back. Sorry about those technical difficulties. I know it didn't impact anything for you guys, but I didn't get to see everything for a moment. But now we have the bases loaded as Reedy's now standing at first. We go ball 1 to Gavin McCaffrey, and this moment, this opportunity keeps getting bigger here for top tier. Can they get their big breakthrough, take the lead for the first time? Well, the first time since the first, anyway. They led 1-0. Twin Cities answered in the bottom of the second, then went up 2-1. Top tier got that run back in the top of the 4th to make it 2-2. McCaffrey puts it in play. Shortstop can't have it. Here comes the ball. Yep, and they got one run, and they'll hold still. Bases will remain loaded, so McCaffrey comes through with an 86.4 RBI single to give top tier a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 5th. Turn it over to Sigler. So Micah Sigler going to try to extend this lead now. Bases remain loaded with 2 outs. Morris at the plate for South Charlotte Panthers as inning number 5 is underway. Shelnut still out there for USA Prime. He's gone 4 innings, 5 strikeouts. Counts out 0-2 to Sigler after that foul ball. One down with Rome DiRenzo up for South Charlotte Panthers. And he gets hit by a pitch. Hubbard fires 0-2. Sigler sends that into the outfield, and that's going to be the end of the inning. But we do have a 3-2 lead for top tier. They take the edge over Twin Cities as that one is hit to the bottom of the 5th inning. We got about 27 minutes of game time remaining in that one. 35 on the clock here in the bottom of the 5th in this South Charlotte Panthers USA Prime matchup. Rome DiRenzo now at first. Jackson Myers at the plate. South Charlotte Panthers has 1 hit. 1 hit against Cale Shelnut. And that coming off the bat of Kellen Rogers. Been a very impressive performance here from Shelnut. USA Prime Aces National has just been in complete control of this game from the first batter of the game with that last Henderson triple. It's now 1-1 here to Myers. Shelnutt's throwing just 53 pitches as we sit in the bottom of the 5th inning. And a remarkably efficient performance from him. In a game when USA Prime has been in complete control, there's not been a lot to say to Shelnut to this point, and you figure the leash is a little longer than normal with this much of a big lead. The South Charlotte Panthers are the home team. So you know they're going to get at least one, if not two chances if we go the full 7 before we time out. 1-1 to Myers. All right, Hubbard, who's taken over on the mound for Twin Cities, is going to lead off the inning. So they'll go 3-4-5. Braylon Hubbard, Hayes, Herring, J.J. Thompson. Meanwhile, 2-1 count. Shelnut against Myers. 1 down. South Charlotte Panthers. Check, swing, strike. Deitch dialing up a sword. My man's a blacksmith. Counts now 1-1. So there's a strikeout for Shelnut. That's his 6th of the game. Again, he's allowed just 1 hit through now 4 2/3. So he gets Jackson Myers, brings up Gabe Diebler, the second baseman. Stolen base. So Dorenzo swipes the bag. Runner in scoring position for South Charlotte Panthers. Again, just 1 hit thus far and trying to erase that big 0 on the scoreboard. Herring at the plate for Twin Cities. This Twin Cities squad of Texas. Mislow makes it 2-0. Shelnut got a 1-1 count. Make that 2-1 to Diebler. There's strike 1 on the other side to Herring. No runners on for Twin Cities. 1 at second for South Charlotte Panthers. Shelnut just 59 pitches as we sit in the bottom of the 5th. It's now 3-1. Deitch in the 3-1 to Herring, and he walks him, so now there is a runner aboard with 1 down there for Twin Cities. Now there's 2 aboard for South Charlotte Panthers, so walks in each game, has traffic on the base pass. That's going to be it for Shelnut, and man, what a fantastic performance out of him on the mound for this USA Prime Aces National squad. Cale Shelnut done after 2 innings here, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. So he goes 4 2/3, allowed just 1 hit, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts against an absolutely loaded South Charlotte Panther squad. Meanwhile, mound meeting over here for top tier. There's a 1-0 count. Thompson at the plate. You got Herring at first. There are 21 minutes remaining in this top tier Twin Cities game. Jacob Seaman is going to lead things off for South Charlotte Panthers when we get back underway in that game. So they'll go 1, 2, and 3. Seaman, Rogers, Little. It's like the new pitcher for USA Prime Aces National is going to be Jackson Ross out of Arnold High School in Florida. He's the 19th ranked lefty in the state. It's a base hit for Twin Cities right up the middle. So Thompson, 86.3 off his bat, drives it into shallow center. So now runners at first and second with 1 out. That's going to now bring up Zach Zanetti. So Zach Zanetti coming in as a pinch hitter with 2 aboard. Check swing strike. Zanetti out of Weatherford High School in Texas. And there's Jackson Ross now manning the mound for USA Prime. He'll get things underway against Jacob Seaman. Comes the 0-1 to Zanetti. Doesn't bite that time. Count 1-1. Big opportunity here for Jacob Seaman. LSU commit, top-ranked outfielder in North Carolina, second-ranked player in that state, second-ranked outfielder in the nation, number 5 overall in the class of 27. The 6'5", 200-pound lefty. Can he put South Charlotte Panthers on the board? Drives the first one right up the middle. The throw to first, nope. They end the inning with not even going to get Seaman. They get the guy at second. So 2 stranded by South Charlotte Panthers. They continue to be held scoreless in that matchup off the fielder's choice to end the inning. Meanwhile, Zanetti's got a 1-2 count. 2 aboard for Twin Cities. Trying to answer the lead that top tier took in the top part of this inning. And everything in that other game just continues to break USA Prime Aces National's way. The right bat up at the right time for South Charlotte Panthers, but Seaman could not come through. 3-2 to Zanetti. Make it 3-2 now. If you didn't know, our scoreboard is ahead just by a few seconds. So sometimes we get the readout on the count, the pitch speed, and the velo right before it happens. Payoff pitch to Zanetti. That one's in the left-handed batter's box, and he'll make his way down to first, and the bases are now juiced. So Herring at third, Thompson at second, Zanetti at first. Brings up Luke Couch. Another Weatherford High School product. 6 foot, 180-pound right-hander. 2028. Can he put Twin Cities up just 1 down in the inning? So anything into the outfield is going to have a tie ball game. And he just tied the game off of a balk. And I think Deitch he wants to know what he did. Well, certainly some confusion on his part, and I'm sure we're going to get some clarification. I'm sure Coach is coming out to talk this over and try to understand what his pitcher was doing wrong. But we're all tied up at 3-3 off of a balk. Well, really tough moment there for Deitch on the mound for top tier, because you know he's just thinking about, all right, I need to really dial in my best stuff here. And Cohen Deitch called for a balk, and it's tied this game at 3-3. Meanwhile, I got a 1-2 count for Carter. It's Will Carter, last batter in the order for USA Prime Aces National, which means that man Lash Henderson is looming in the on-deck circle. Couch fouls that off. Now 0-1. So quickly one out there for USA Prime, and that does bring up Henderson. He's 2 for 2, triple, single, 2 RBIs. It's a strike at 92.8. They had largely been pitching Henderson outside and even into the left-handed batter's box. 93 miles an hour. He is getting challenged by Samples, a fellow former feature gamer. And he gets him 3 straight strikes. Henderson goes down on strikes. There's 2 outs. Meanwhile, first base has it himself, but a run does score for Twin Cities. So Couch comes through, RBI. So a balk scores 1 run. Couch drives in the other, and Twin Cities lead 4-3 in the bottom of the 5th. Colton Clark now up for USA Prime Aces National, leading 7-0, 2 down in the inning. Samples is just pumping in strikes. That last one at 92.8. Kaysenberger for Twin Cities got a 1-0 count. He's still got Zanetti at third, so opportunity to still build on this lead if he can make something happen. He's got a 2-0 count. Meanwhile, 2-1 against Clark on the other side. Samples fires, misses outside. Now 3-1. Cooper McGowan in the on-deck circle for USA Prime. If Clark can reach. The 3-1 from Samples, swing, miss, now full count against Clark. Two-one from Deitch to Berger. He puts it in play. It's into right field. Everybody on the run. Right fielder has it. Brings it into the inning. Twin Cities leads 4-3. Meanwhile, Colton Clark has walked, so Samples sends him to first off the free pass and gives us Cooper McGowan. McGowan 2 for 3. The Oregon State commit got a runner aboard. McGowan 2 hits and 3 trips to the plate. He's scored 1 run, driven in 1. Samples 2 strikeouts so far. He's walked 1 2/3 innings. A miss makes it 2-0, and that was 90.9 out of his hands. Time-oriented folks will be informed that we got 20 minutes left in this USA Prime Aces National South Charlotte Panthers game. The other one, 12 minutes remaining in Top Tier and Twin Cities. It's a former future gamer versus future gamer matchup. McGowan at the plate representing Pacific Northwest. Samples on the mound, rep North Carolina. It's a Wake Forest commit on the mound. Oregon State at the plate. We're going to get back underway here in Twin Cities, top tier. Twin Cities up 4-3. Braylon Hubbard coming back out for another inning of work here for Twin Cities. He's got Swarano at the plate. Runner takes off for USA Prime, and he'll now man second. So Clark in scoring position with a full count now to McGowan. Swarano 0 for 1. He's got a 1-1 count. The last day of our NPI Watch Party series, swing and a miss. And that Hubbard-Swarano matchup makes it 1-2. Well, Samples issues a walk to McGowan, so Clark's at second, McGowan's at first. Myers stepping to the plate. USA Prime in complete command of that game, up 7-0. They scored 1 run in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, a 3-run 4, and that makes it 7-0. They've got 7 runs on 10 hits. No runs, just 1 hit for South Charlotte Panthers. Myers got a 0-1 count now against Samples. Meanwhile, it's 1-2 back pick throw. So they just got the out there for Twin Cities off the strikeout. So it's Pitry at the plate. Both runners did advance for USA Prime, so runners at second and third now. Myers got a 1-1 count. Pitry at the plate here for top tiers, 1 for 2. Uh-oh, loose ball, but catcher stops it from going any further. We're down to 9 minutes left in this top tier Twin Cities game. So this is conceivably the last chance for top tier with Twin Cities, the home team. So Braylon Hubbard and company try to hold it down, get out of here with a pool play victory, but there's a runner aboard now, so the winning go-ahead run, at least go-ahead run, stepping up for top tier. Twin Cities are 1-1 so far in pool play. Top tier 0-2. They've been outscored 12-2. Twin Cities outscored their opponents 11-8 and going 1-1. So Pitry now at second. So the tying runs in scoring position for top tier. James Shoukry at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Hubbard's thrown 40 pitches. That one's right up the middle. Hubbard can't glove it. It's on its way into center. Runner checking from third. He's headed home. The throw is going to be late. Did they get him? Nope, they did not. Pitry scores. Shoukry with the RBI single, and we're all tied up at 4-4. Meanwhile, bases loaded for USA Prime. Lawless at the plate. Clark at third. McGowan at second. Myers at first. Lagan Callahan up now for top tier. Shoukry at first. We just tied this thing up. There were just 6 minutes remaining in this, and so this was a big defensive inning for Twin Cities. They could have held them at bay. They would have been batting when game was called, but now they're going to have to hit in the bottom of the 6th. Are they going to do that with a tie game, or are they going to do that down 1? There's a runner at first, 1 out. Well, Samples ends the inning defensively for South Charlotte Panthers with the bases loaded, but USA Prime still up 7-0 in that one. Going single game action here. 3-1 count to Callahan. Shoukry at first. Hubbard on the mound for Twin Cities. Top tier Roos have tied this thing up. Now they'll have runners at first and second. Gives us Joey Barber. Barber the DH, and then after him it's back to the top of the order and Jesse Bentley. Nice little curveball for strike 1 from Hubbard. Goes right back to it, now 0-2. So he's shown it to him twice. Does he go 3 times, or does he go with an elevated fastball after changing eye levels? He goes right back to it, but misses outside. So counts now 1-2. Goes to it again, but misses. Counts now even. Definitely doesn't want to lose this batter. Laces out into left field. Runner taking off for third. Barber's going to have himself, a go-ahead hit. Makes it 5-4. Top tier has taken the lead. Shoukry scores off that Barber hit. Callahan does make it to third. Barber off the throw goes into second. So a run-scoring single from Barber makes it 5-4. And we're going to have a pitching change as Hubbard exits for Twin Cities. A little more Ross on the mound here for USA Prime. Came in and closed out the 5th. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 11 minutes left on the clock.
It's a nice weekend for any motorsport fans out there. We've got the Monaco Grand Prix tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
And a NASCAR Cup race.
Nice. Monaco used to be in the same, was in the past had been on Memorial Day weekend, so you could watch Monaco in the morning, and then you could watch Indy 500, and then watch the Coca-Cola 600 at night.
I think they changed that just this year, actually.
That's too bad. That was always a good run. That ground out to Lawless, taps the bag himself for the out. Another unfortunate loss in the NASCAR world. I saw that Ned Jarrett, Hall of Famer, had passed away at 93 years old. So been some tough times for NASCAR Nation these past few weeks, especially with the unfortunate and untimely loss of Kyle Busch. Got to spend a little bit of time with Kyle when he was driving. Was in here for promotion in the Atlanta race back in 2016. I actually got to go to dinner with Kyle. We sat next to each other, second row at a Hawks game. Really nice guy, and obviously a really tough loss for a young family. We certainly live in NASCAR Nation here in the Southeast. That one right back up the middle. Ross has that. Flips to first, and there's now quickly out. 2 outs for South Charlotte Panthers. Again, they've just been limited to 1 hit in this game, been completely shut out. Kellen Rogers, the only hit in this ball game. Was Wyatt Little grounded out, brings up Tanner Williams. He's 0 for 2. Everybody but Kellen Rogers 0 for something in this game for South Charlotte Panthers. Ferrend is the new pitcher for Twin Cities, and he watches Bentley drive that into the outfield, and that's going to mean even more runs for Top Tier. Bentley standing in second. 2 more plated for Top Tier. It's now 7-4 in the top of the 6th, and this Top Tier team has come alive. 4 runs here in the 6th inning. So Bentley, 2 runs driven in off the double. He's 1 for 4. He's up Gigi Woos. Well, 3-1 count for Tanner Williams against Ross. Arnold's Jackson Ross fires in the 3-2. He's going to walk Williams. Gigi Woos flies out, now 2 down for Top Tier. Again, up 7-4 in the 6th. They've scored 4 runs this inning. Ferrend working a 1-0 count here. King at the plate, Bentley at second. Big offensive inning for Top Tier. King at the plate, 1 for 2. It's now 2-1. Now Ross got a 1-0 count against Brandon. On the other side, you got a runner at first, Tanner Williams. We're all timed out on the clock anyway in Top Tier Twin Cities, but Twin Cities being the home team will get their opportunity at the bottom of this inning. One they didn't appear to have needed, but they've watched Top Tier score 4 runs in this frame. Bentley standing at second with the big blow, a 2-run double to extend this lead. Well, that's one is on its way into left field, and another extra base hit for Top Tier, and it's now 8-4 as they've now scored 5 runs in this inning. They are jumping all over Twin Cities pitching since the exit of Matthew Hernandez. Hernandez gave up 2 hits early, then locked it in and got himself 6 strikeouts. Since then, the next 3 pitchers for Twin Cities have given up a combined 8 hits, and they've struck out 1 batter while walking 5. So credit to Top Tier for putting the ball in play, and credit to them for taking advantage of the opportunities that they've had. They've had 2 hits from Gigi Woos, 2 hits from King, 2 RBI from Bentley, and RBIs from King, Reed, McCaffrey, Petrie, Shockley, and Howell. And they lead 8-4. Ross, meanwhile, got a full count against Brannon. Panthers do have a runner at second. Goes down on strikes. South Charlotte Panthers still just one hit. 4 minutes left on the clock. They trail 7-0. Reedy steps up for top tier. He's 0 for 2. Flicks off that secondary pitch from Ferrand. He walks him, so Reedy trucks down to first. King remains at second. Gives us Gavin McCaffrey. And it's game over in that USA Prime South Charlotte Panthers game. USA Prime 7-zip winners in that game. They limited South Charlotte Panthers to one hit off the bat of Kellen Rogers. And again, I mentioned it off the intro, how deep and talented that South Charlotte Panthers lineup is. And they just could not get anything going. As Cale Shalnett went 4 2/3, walked 2, gave up 6, had 6 strikeouts, just one hit. Ross comes in, one more inning of his own, 1 walk. And that one is over top second baseman's head. And McCaffrey's got an RBI hit of his own as King crosses the plate, and it's now 9-4. Misses high. Now 2-1 count. Runners at first and third for top tier. They have put the pressure on Twin Cities going into the bottom of this inning. Another ball in play. Shortstop has it, though, and that's going to bring a merciful end to the inning for Twin Cities. They got their work cut out for them. Trailing by 5 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Quick break here, and we'll be back with the National Program Invitational.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports.
Everett, Mila!
But you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
Achieving your health and fitness goals takes hard work and the right nutrition. That's where First Form can help. Our industry-leading protein supplements can help fuel your journey. Visit firstform.com today and elevate your results.
Welcome back. Cory McCartney with you as we bring you what will be the conclusion of this top-tier Twin Cities game. And top-tier just came alive in the top of the 6th inning. They scored 6 runs. We went into that inning with Twin Cities up 4-3, looking like they might be putting the finishing touches on another pool play victory. They came into this 1-1. But top-tier just kept piling up hits, kept piling up moments, and they found themselves up 9-4 now in the bottom of the 6th inning, and they have put some immense pressure on this Twin Cities team. They've got Case Connor, Mac Heidelberg, and leadoff hitter Jackson Knapp all due up this inning. Deitch back on the mound. That one is driven into left center. Center fielder camps underneath it, and that's out number 1. And gives us Mac Heidelberg. It's 0 for 1. Heidelberg watches ball 1. Just a reminder to stick around after the game, and we will talk player of the game. That makes it 2-1 to Heidelberg. He's got it in play. Third base gloves it off the bounce. Throws a long throw, but it's on target for out number 2. Down to their last out with Knapp at the plate. Holds off, count now 2-0. If Knapp can get aboard, it'll be Hudson Brown. Deitch in the 2-0. Misses. Wildly glove sides. Now 3-0. Top tier got a lot of room, a lot of breathing room here in the bottom of the 6th, but certainly don't want to use up too many more pitchers if you have any hopes of consolation game play, or largely out of the mix for bracket play at this point, but any hopes of putting together strong play and consolation. Certainly would love to get out of here with a pool play win. Again, they came in 0-2. They've been outscored 12-2. Lost to Canes Midwest National 9-0 on Thursday. South Charlotte Panthers 2028. They lost to them 3-2 on Friday. So you go big loss, close loss, and now they're in position to get a big win. Hudson Brown at the plate. Knapp at first. Count is 1-0. Knapp takes second off catcher indifference. It's now 2-0. Deitch struggling to throw strikes here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That's a 100-mile-an-hour exit velo right up the middle. So Brown's got himself, he's got himself extra bases. That's heading to the warning track. Knapp scores. Brown's at second. Triple-digit EV, and it's now 9-6 with 2 outs. Hubbard fouls that off. Can Hubbard keep the good times going in this inning for Twin Cities? Some 2-out magic by Brown, standing at second with a run-scoring double. And this is the last of our watch party series. Been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of great action in these games. Swing and a miss, and just like that, top tier's got Twin Cities down to their last strike. The 1-2 to Hubbard. Swing, miss, brings him down to his knee. And top tier, 9-5 winners over Twin Cities. An impressive performance. They weathered Matthew Hernandez early and mounted some late magic as they had a huge finish to this game, scoring 6 runs in the top of the 6th inning. Twin Cities got one back in the bottom of the frame, but it would end there. This top tier is 9-5 winners since we watched our post-game handshake, and been a wonderful third day of watch parties for us from the National Program Invitational. These games have been a lot of fun. Again, you can always go back and watch any of them on YouTube, X, Facebook. So we appreciate everybody joining us across these last few days. We're going to take a quick break here in studio. We're going to talk player of the game and put a wrap on our watch party broadcast when we come back from LakePoint Sports.
The success of every athlete depends on their instincts and split-second decision-making skills. S2 Cognition delivers the leading digital evaluation that is scientifically validated to measure these cognitive abilities that have been unquantifiable until now. The S2 eval is designed to analyze how athletes see, think, and react to in-game split-second decisions. So how does S2 work? The S2 eval is a 30 to 45-minute sports-specific digital evaluation that measures an athlete's cognitive skills and instincts. The eval is uniquely designed for each sport to capture the split-second decisions made in the game. The S2 score report is automatically generated after the eval, with data that provides a complete picture of the athlete's cognitive skills. These results will unlock opportunities for athletes, coaches, athletic directors, scouts, and general managers. It's time to know your game so that you can build to win.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
There's nothing more important for your organization than the look and functionality of where your team spends most of their time. Here at Netting Pros and Stadionic, we create iconic facilities that exceed industry standards and become the headline of your organization. We've worked with dozens of the top leagues, collegiate programs, and professional baseball organizations.
We are here at Clemson University to build our second baseball field on a football field.
And having that partner with Netting Pros to be able to look at that and say, how can we make this happen that can be great for fans, great for the experience, and they nailed it.
We have customized solutions for whatever your needs may be to help every aspect of your project, bringing facilities to life.
You got to make sure that we're having the top premier products. We want the best for our guys.
Without great partnerships and collaboration with Netting Pros, we wouldn't be able to pull this off.
We're confident that your venue will stand above the rest and your vision for the future will be made into a reality.
Two games, two very different storylines. USA Prime Aces National races out to a big lead, wins 7-0 against South Charlotte Panthers. The Panthers just had one hit in that ballgame. That talented lineup full of Division I commits, feature gamers, junior feature gamers, had just one hit as Cale Shellnut just locked it down, and that offense did its thing. Meanwhile, top-tier Roos-American, 9-5 winners over Twin Cities Scout. They weathered the big arm of Matthew Hernandez, who had 6 strikeouts to start off that game. They scored 6 runs in the top of the 6th inning, put the pressure on Twin Cities. They could not answer. So a 9-5 win for top tier brings it into our 3 days of the watch party. So let's talk player of the game in this one. Prep Baseball All-American Lash Henderson shows up, shows out, leads off with a triple, and we got to cut to this thing. This was big time. 90-mile-an-hour barreled. He shoots that one, and he is on the run. Nobody had a play on that. Right fielder just watching that thing bounce for days, checking past second on his way into third, and that got the party started for USI Prime Aces National. Henderson with another hit winds up with 2 RBI in that one. Again, they were 7-0 winners. You can stick around and find our Lash Henderson Player of the Game interview. Will be across all of our social media channels, so make sure you check that out. And we're going to close this thing out. It's been a lot of fun over these past few days for us to bring you these watch parties. We're far from done with these broadcasts. Overall, though, you'll be able to find us next week, coverage of the Prep Baseball Classic, so make sure you're following all our social media channels for tune-in information on that one. And of course, we got bracket play today. We got championship games on Monday. You can find all those games live or on demand with LakePoint Live, powered by Aware TV and Pix-A-Lot. Until next time, for Avery Hunt and producer Maddie Bullock, I'm Cory McCartney. And for now, we're signing off from LakePoint Sports.